XRP is absolutely massive right now, and we're looking at a potential 362% breakout to $10.45. Mark my words, this sleeping giant is about to go absolutely parabolic, and I'm going to show you exactly why this could change everything for XRP holders. Make sure to watch this video entirely until the end, because this could change everything for XRP holders. Welcome back to Gold Rush Crypto Daily, where we bring you the most explosive crypto analysis every single day. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into two absolutely massive developments that have me more bullish on XRP than I've ever been. We're talking about a potential 362% rally in Rlusd stablecoin, going absolutely parabolic with 800% growth. This is going to be a high-energy breakdown of why XRP whales are positioning themselves for something absolutely massive. Let's start with this interesting article from CoinChapter about XRP charts flagging a 362% breakout as the SEC decision nears. According to this article, XRP ended a two-day losing streak on Sunday, July 6th, as market participants turned their focus to an upcoming U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission decision in the Ripple case. Now here's where it gets absolutely massive. The SEC held a closed-door meeting on July 3rd, the first since Judge Annalisa Torres rejected the joint motion from the SEC and Ripple requesting an indicative ruling on proposed settlement terms. Ripple also confirmed that it would drop its cross-appeal. But here's the kicker. No official statement followed the meeting, leaving XRP prices unchanged despite these legal developments. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. Gold Rush family. The whales know something is brewing. Analysts believe the lack of communication may be due to the 4th of July holiday period, but if the commissioners held a vote during the July 3rd meeting, the SEC could announce a decision, possibly to withdraw its appeal, on Monday, July 8th. But wait, it gets even more absolutely massive. Attention is now shifting to the SEC's July 10th closed meeting, where a formal vote could appear on the agenda. The focus will be on whether SEC Chair Paul Atkins and other commissioners move to end the appeal process. Previously, the SEC voted to lift the injunction that restricted Ripple from selling XRP to institutional investors. They also agreed to reduce Ripple's penalty from $125 million to $50 million. Now, let's talk about what this means for XRP holders. A formal end to the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit could establish several key legal outcomes that are absolutely massive for the ecosystem. First, it would reinforce the ruling that XRP's programmatic sales do not constitute securities transactions. Second, it would confirm XRP is not a security under U.S. law. Third, it would remove legal barriers to Ripple's XRP sales to institutional investors. These outcomes may also set the stage for an XRP spot ETF market and support Ripple's broader U.S. expansion. Mark my words, when that XRP ETF gets approved, we're going to see institutional money flood into this sleeping giant like never before. Now, let's dive into the technical analysis that has me absolutely bullish. As you can see in this chart, the XRP to US dollar weekly chart displays a clear falling wedge pattern forming after a major price rally earlier in the year. At the time of the chart, XRP trades at $2.26, slightly down by 0.08% for the week. Here's what's absolutely massive about this pattern. A falling wedge is a chart pattern where price moves lower between two converging downward-sloping trend lines. Although the price appears to drop, the pattern often signals that buyers are gaining strength. A breakout above the upper trend line may trigger a sharp move to the upside. In this case, XRP formed the wedge after a steep rally, followed by weeks of declining highs and lows. But here's the key. The candle structure stays above the 50-week exponential moving average, which now stands at $1.85. This level continues to act as long-term support, and that's exactly what we want to see. If the wedge confirms with a breakout, XRP could climb 362% from the current level and reach the target near $10.45. This projection comes from measuring the height of the wedge's widest section and applying it from the breakout point. Volume has remained steady at 762,560 XRP, while price action continues to compress. Look at this data here. The candles show higher lows forming within the wedge, which often signals weakening selling pressure. As long as XRP holds above the 50-week exponential moving average and breaks the wedge's resistance, Technical conditions support the move toward the $10.45 level. Now let's look at the momentum indicators because this is where it gets absolutely massive. The XRP weekly RSI sits at 53.02, just above the neutral midpoint of 50, indicating balanced momentum between buyers and sellers. The RSI line is positioned slightly above its own moving average at 52.72, which hints at a mild recovery and upward momentum. Both the RSI line and its moving average are beginning to slope upward, showing that XRP may be shifting out of a consolidation period. This is exactly what we want to see before a major breakout. Gold Rush family. The MACD is also showing absolutely massive signals. The MACD line sits at 0.07843, while the signal line is at 0.12375. The histogram is shrinking to negative 0.04532, suggesting that the strength of the downtrend is fading. This narrowing histogram suggests that sellers are losing control, and a momentum shift could occur if the MACD line crosses above the signal line in the coming weeks. Now, let's start with this second interesting article from CoinGape about XRP price eyeing $4 as Rlusd nears $1 billion market cap after 800% year-over-year growth. This is absolutely massive news that nobody is talking about enough. According to this article, XRP has gained by around 9.6% year-to-date, trading at $2.27. But here's where it gets absolutely parabolic. During the same period, the Rlusd stablecoin has recorded a massive increase of more than 815% in its market capitalization. The market cap of Rlusd has increased from $53 million at the beginning of the year to $485 million at press time. This means that this new stablecoin has grown eightfold in just 6 months, making it one of the fastest-growing projects in the entire crypto industry. Compared to the leading stablecoin USDT, Rlusd's growth has been absolutely iconic, considering that USDT has only seen a 15% market cap increase. At the same time, the market cap of USDC has grown by only 44%. This shows you the power of what Ripple is building. One of the top reasons why Rlusd may reach $1 billion and increase the chances of an XRP price rally is a shifting regulatory framework. U.S. legislators have labeled next week as Crypto Week, where they will debate several crypto-focused bills, including the Genius Act. If it passes, U.S.-made stablecoins like Rlusd will have an edge over rivals like USDT. Secondly, Ripple has filed for a banking license, which will make it easier for institutions to adopt the Rlusd stablecoin. If regulators grant their approval for this license, it will not only cause an XRP price rally but also contribute to increasing the stablecoin's market cap. Lastly, Rlusd is finding its way into the traditional banking system after a recent report revealed that Swiss-based bank Amina will enable support for Rlusd. As more banks tap into this token, it will become more likely for it to reach a $1 billion market capitalization. Now here's what's absolutely massive. The Rlusd stablecoin may be the trigger that pushes the XRP price to $4. This is because history shows that whenever there are bullish developments around the stablecoin, the price of the Ripple token also surges. Besides, a giant falling wedge pattern has appeared, making it more likely that this target could be attained. The falling wedge usually indicates a potential reversal of the existing trend from a bearish one to a bullish one, and currently, XRP is teasing to break out from the upper trend line. In order to fully break out and end months of trading and consolidation, the price will have to make a decisive close above this resistance and come back later to retest it as a support level. If it holds, the height of this falling wedge suggests that the XRP price might be headed for a 70% rally to near $4. Meanwhile, the CMF indicator that is on its upward move is confirming that bulls are in control of how the XRP token performs in the future. As it rises, the CMF is confirming that the buying pressure is strong. The MACD indicator is also leaning towards the bullish side after it crossed into the positive region, and this is indicative of a potential rally in the future. As it continues to rise, the XRP price may cross $4. Here's what I'm watching for. First, that SEC decision could drop any day now. Second, XRP needs to break above that falling wedge resistance with volume. Third, Rlusd hitting that $1 billion market cap could be the catalyst that sends XRP to $4 and beyond. This is not financial advice, but I'm absolutely bullish on XRP right now. The sleeping giant is waking up, and when it goes parabolic, it's going to be absolutely massive. If you found this analysis valuable, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Gold Rush Crypto Daily, and turn on those notifications so you never miss our daily crypto insights. Share this video with your crypto friends who need to see this absolutely massive XRP analysis. And don't forget to check out our other videos for more explosive crypto content that could change your portfolio forever. What are your thoughts on XRP's potential 362% breakout? Are you ready for XRP to go absolutely parabolic? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching Gold Rush Crypto Daily, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll continue tracking these absolutely massive moves in the crypto markets.